What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Chabon Stunner, and I wanted to come to you again today to talk about wireless routing. Now, as you guys know, I just put out a video where I unboxed the Belkin D750 router, and it's a good router for most solutions. I played with it for a couple weeks, but I personally kept having issues with it knocking me off of the internet based on just the sheer number of devices that I have that are using wireless, that are using the 5 gigahertz and the 2.4 gigahertz frequencies. Even worse than my old Airport Express that I had, which is the original one that when they came out with this particular shape. This is the original, but I think it's like a 2007. Don't quote me on that, but I bought it way back when, and I've been using it ever since. So fast forward to 2012. This router is a little long in the tooth, so I took back that Belkin because I honestly was not 100% satisfied, particularly with iPad and tablet use in general, and phones. It just wasn't coming up. The sites would take forever to load, and I just was not satisfied. So I went back with something that I was comfortable with and something that I knew, and I went with the new version of the Airport Extreme, or at least last year's version, because that's the newest one that's come out. The big difference between this one and this one is that the new one has dual band simultaneous switching, which basically means on this old one I could set the 5 gigahertz or the 2.4 gigahertz signal separately. I could pick one and go with it. This one does much like the Belkin does, and it will give you both at the same time. So it's, you know, looking, and the performance is just better than the old one, from what I hear and from the research that I've done. There's no difference, as you probably will see once I unbox this thing. Actually, I'm gonna use my smaller knife on this one, but I just wanted to tell you guys about that. Routing can be very tricky because it depends on your ISP, and it depends on a lot of different things, where it's at in your house. That will determine where you get your best signals. So I know for a fact that my internet issues have been cured. Now it's time to get my router hooked up so that I'll have a happy gaming season when it gets to later in the year. When you look at these two things, you'd be hard pressed to tell me you see something different. They look exactly the same. The light's in exactly the same place. I believe they have the same port on the back. I mean, you cannot tell me a difference in these. Where the difference comes in is that this new one has that has better guts. And it's, you know, the question that people are going to ask is, well, if you've got one, why would you buy another one when it's not 100% better? It's better enough for me in my situation that I felt it was time to upgrade, just based on the performance that I was getting out of this older one. I was getting dropout, I was getting a lot of things, and I started to suspect that it might be my router getting a little old. There was a combination of issues, and you know, I'm on message boards all the time. If you guys are having any kind of issues with your internet at home, you just gotta start troubleshooting and figuring out where the issues are. Is it in, you know, is it in your computer? Is it in your PlayStation? Is it in your Xbox? Is it in your phone? Is it in your tablet? You know, you just got to start looking at that. Is it the ISP? Is it the router? Until you get everything checked out and you don't have those issues anymore. So it's kind of like being a detective in a way. And you have to do that until you find the problem, because internet is still kind of tricky, even in this day and age, to get it just right, to find that sweet spot so that you get good upload, good download, and good overall continuity from your system. And consistency is important for me, because I do make videos, I do a lot of things online, so it's just got to be there, especially for what high-speed internet costs in this day and age. So as I said, this is a quick one. I just wanted to touch base and let you know what happened to the old router, just in case anybody asks when they see this unboxing. I took it back because it was just not the best solution for me. Now, you may get it and it may work well, but in my particular case, it wasn't the best solution, so I did something else. Let me know what you think. I'm back to an all Apple ecosystem again for now. Comment, Let me know what you're using for a router. Let me know if you're having any trouble with your system or if your system works great. That's all I got for this one. This is the newest version of the Apple Airport Extreme wireless router. Okay guys, here's some bonus footage. Here's the inside of the casing that says designed by Apple. When you open that up and you pull down, you get to the guts of what else is in this box here. You get the plug, which is pretty identical to the old one. This is a little different. Here's my old one right here. So that's the old plug and the new plug. They look a little different. You can see if I can get it up. This is that Apple new looking deal. Everything else looks exactly the same. Same brick with the Apple. Same brick, Apple design, plug in. So nothing's changed there. And we've got startup information here. And it comes in an all white Grammy nominated envelope. I don't remember what my old one came in. I'm sure there's probably some Apple stickers in here or I'm gonna feel cheated. Oh my God, no Apple stickers, how rude. Setup guide, actually pretty thick, but I don't need that, I know how to do it. Talks about warranty, talks about just regulatory FCC stuff. That's all that's in the box. So yeah, little bonus footage there. I'm gonna set this thing up. There's a review coming soon of what I think of the new one versus the old one. Stand by.